So guys, we hope your journey has been smooth till now. Now, basically till now we've covered some basics to know before investing in the stock, and I told you everything that you need to know about IPOs. Now what we'll do is in the upcoming videos, we'll talk about various corporate actions carried out by the companies that have a significant impact on the shareholders. Now basically a corporate action is any action taken by the company that has a significant impact on the company and its stakeholders. Stakeholders are me and you. Now stakeholder is basically any entity that has interest in the business. They can be employees, investors, or even customers. Now we will talk about dividends, stock splits, bonuses, rights issues, buybacks, and all these different terms that you've seen in some news articles. Now in this video, we will talk about the first one, which is dividends, and why companies give dividends, their impact on the stock price as well, and we will look at the different type of dividend dates that are also there, and finally a question that a lot of you ask, how are dividends taxed? So we'll look at all of that in today's video. Now what are dividends? Basically, dividend is a share of the profits that a company pays out to its shareholders. Now let's say that a company has been earning profits from a long time. Now it can either reinvest this profit back into the company and expand, or it can give it back to shareholders as in the form of dividend. Now a dividend's value is determined on a per share basis and is paid equally to all shareholders. Now, it is not mandatory for a company to pay dividend, so how much dividend a company pays is decided by the board of directors and also requires a shareholder approval. Now, a good metric to measure how a company pays out in the form of dividends is to understand dividend yield. It is calculated by dividing the dividend paid per share divided by the market price of the share. Like for example, if a company's stock price is trading at 100 rupees and it announces a dividend of 10 rupees, that means the dividend yield is 10%, which is really good. Now let's understand, why do companies pay dividends? Now companies generally pay dividends to reward their shareholders, which is me and you. Now a company giving a large amount of the profits as dividend might also show that the company does not have enough good projects to invest in and might show a lack of growth opportunities. Now investors tend to find regular dividend paying companies attractive. It gives them consistent cash flow, and investors might see dividend payment as a sign of company strength and stability. Now let's understand dividend dates, because it is slightly confusing. Now in order to understand dividend dates, it is important to know all the different dates that are there when the company declares its dividend. So don't worry, let's cover them one by one. The first one we need to know is dividend declaration date. Right? It's the day when the dividend gets declared. Now this is the date when the company's board of directors declare the dividend amount along with the record date and the payment date of the dividend. Now I'll give you an example. On 19 June 2021, HDFC Bank declared a dividend of 6.5 rupees per share. So that was a declaration date. Now the second important date you need to know is the ex-dividend date. Now the ex-dividend date is the date before which you need to buy the shares of a company in order to get the dividend. Again, let me simplify it in an example. The ex-dividend date for HDFC Bank's dividend was on 29th June 2021. This means that if you had to buy the HDFC Bank shares before 29, that means 28 June pehle you have to buy it in order to get this dividend. The third date which you need to know is called record date. Now the record date is the date by which investors need to be there on the shareholders' record of the company if they want to receive this dividend. Now it means that the investors need to hold the shares on this date to receive the dividend. Now this is why you need to buy the shares before the ex-dividend date and not after that. Now the main reason why this is the case is because it takes 2 trading days for the shares to get reflected into your Demat account. Now again, in the case of HDFC Bank, the record date was 30th June 2021. This means that if you had bought the shares before the ex-dividend date, which was 28, then your shares would have been debited in your Demat account by 30th and you would be no issues with that. Now the fourth and the final date is the payment date. As the name suggests, is the day when the dividend gets paid to you. So you have to buy before the ex-dividend date and then look at the payment date. And in the case of HDFC, payment date was set as 2nd August 2021. Now let's understand what happens to the stock price when the dividend gets declared. Now the declaration of a dividend generally encourages investors to buy the stock. Now since investors know that they will get a dividend if the stock purchased before the ex-dividend date, they are willing to pay a slightly higher price for the stock. Now this may cause the price of the stock to increase leading up to the ex-dividend date. Now in general, the increase should be equal to the amount of dividend per share, but the actual price may change based on market activity and demand and supply features. Now on the ex-dividend date, what happens? Investors may drive down the stock price. Now this is because the new investors are not eligible to receive the dividends and therefore they're not willing to pay that extra 6.5 rupees to HDFC Bank. Now, how are dividends taxed? Now any dividend income from the shares of an Indian company is taxable in India, and the dividends are taxed at the tax slab applicable to you. Now finally, to conclude, now I hope you have a beautiful understanding of how dividends work, and we will now move on to the next video, which is stock splits. Now we will look at why companies split their stock and their impact on the stock price. Now don't worry, we will also look at some recent examples of stock splits so that I can explain this whole concept in simple terms to you guys. So stay tuned.